sponsored by the rest of the clients today. All right,
what's going on?
DLiveNow.com.
That's it. First thing I want to talk about, and just get everybody to go listen to, we go to the Brook Church in Madison, and our pastor Brian Mayfield preached a sermon this past Sunday called Gospel Politics. That was the best sermon on how a believer should interact with politics that I've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really, I just checked, the podcast is up, so it's thebrookchurch.com. Go listen to it. Brian did a really, really good job.
Our pastor did one on selfies a week ago on graduation. I thought it was pretty good.
Did you show him how to do one?
I sent him one later.
Took one with him.
Well, yeah, I saw that. So, yeah, Brian did a really, really good job. Just to kind of bring some sanity to the whole political process, since this year it seems like sanity's in short supply in the presidential election.
President Trump.
You never thought this moment would come?
I supported him since day one. Trump.
You know, it's interesting.
Is that what your subject is on today? Nothing?
No, yeah, I got something. This came up yesterday, and I'm like you, I got to put my glasses on to make sure I read
do
it.
it to make it look dignified.
Well, they do help me that.
You do that?
And whatever.
Don't back this far.
This ought to scare us all. You know, my big thing is trying to help guys be better men. And if you don't think men are in trouble, listen to this statistic. In 2015, young men now are more likely to live with a parent than to live with a spouse.
Oh, that's...
Guys under 35.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
It peaked in the 1960s. It peaked with 68 or 69% of men were living with a spouse or not living with parents. But now, the majority of young men are living with their
Is that
parents.
because they can't afford to live out, or don't want to, or
They're
too lazy, or too not?
I think there are a couple of pieces to it. I think one piece is there are some that are late and don't have to move out. Mom and dad are not giving them any incentive to move out.
Treat them like babies.
I think the other part is some of them can't make enough money to do it, and I think it flows back to something that people are finally understanding, is that the school system now is not very boy friendly. We've taken the system and made it much more girl centric in terms of the way they teach. We've taken away recess. We've taken away things. When you take an 8 or 9 year old little boy and you stick him at a desk for 8 hours, it ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna be good. They've got too much energy that they have to be able to burn off. So we've got fewer men are getting college degrees now. Fewer boys are graduating from high school than girls. Just this whole thing. And so what's happened is some of them can't or don't have the skills to get a job to be able to go live on their own. So 10 of them, pile in their mom's
Don't they
basement.
still want the comforts of home? They want to live like maybe we live, and they can't?
I think there are some that are that way. There was a great movie out a few years ago called Failure to Launch.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey and Kathy Bates and Terry Bradshaw. And it was this classic guy. He was in his early 30s. Mom still did her.
Had everything made.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when Terry Bradshaw was nude.
Yeah, had his naked room that he'd been waiting forever to have.
Finally got him out of the house.
Finally got him out of the
What's the
house.
remedy for this
What
problem?
happened to guys, when get a roommate and get an apartment and learn how to live by yourself?
Well, number one, a lot of the guys have been sheltered so much as kids. Mom and dad kept them from ever having to experience any hardship. They're scared to go out. They don't know how to live on their own.
Or they're on
They don't
drugs
have
and you
any
can't trust
idea.
them to do anything?
So that's one of the things that I'm trying to do is teach some of those skills to how to live on their own. But so many of them, they just
Don't do it.
they don't know how, and they're terrified to even try. I'm sorry?
I think it's a lot of parents' fault too, not making them learn how to be a grown-up.
Oh, it's 100% so much of the parents' fault to show them, because that's how guys learn.
Quit bailing them out every time they get in trouble. They'll never learn.
Yeah.
Get off your soapbox.
You'll have
Not
a
you, D. Her.
35-year-old living at home and, mommy's baby.
Get that thing on me.
All right. Thank you, Dee, for
You're
that
welcome.
insight. Going over to Jamie and
Jamie,
Ray.
Yeah, get straight over here and call. Where y'all
Can't
playing?
handle it.
We are playing at Why Not this Friday, and next Saturday, June the 4th, we're at the Big Roxy Theater in Russellville, Alabama.
That's a big deal, ain't it?
That's a big step.
You band gonna show up?
They should show up for that one.
Thanks for the T-shirts.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
Wade Oliver, the only musician we can ever get to come up here.
I'm only one enough time.
You
on my
bring me
hands.
there it is right there. Wade Oliver and the good old boys. The day's just got me, and I ain't even a singer. Hit it, Wade. Good
All
to see you, buddy.
Yes,
Happy
sir, you
Memorial
too.
Day.
Appreciate it.
Good to
Thank
have you up.
Little country store on the road right. The table in the back where old men hang out. They talk about the way things were back then and greet every customer as they walk in. You see them every morning from 5 to 9, always in a hurry to get to work on time. They get a cup of coffee and they're on their way. A little extra boost to help them face the day. And that's how you start your day in a little town, with hard-working folks that make the world go round. They ain't in the paper or on the news, working overtime to pay the rent and buy food. Later that day, they'll be back here again, saying good evening to their neighbors and friends. They talk about the things that happened during the day, say goodbye and be on their way. Brian gets there early with his oldest kid. They lay brick like his granddaddy did. Gary's getting diesel, then headed to the field. He don't talk much since his wife got killed. And he's gotta go, he's got freight to haul. He wants to get back and watch his kids play ball. Belinda, she's a teacher and she's talking to Chad. I missed y'all last Sunday, how's your mom and dad? That's how you start your day in a little town, with hard-working folks who keep the world turning round. They ain't in the paper or on the news, they're working overtime to pay the rent and buy food. Later that day, they'll be back here again, saying good evening to their neighbors and friends. They talk about the things that happened during the day, say goodbye and be on their way. It's a little country store on the rural route. They close up when the sun goes down. They'll be back in the morning by 5. This little town starts to come alive.
Thank you.